Nice if you would re-zip it back up.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Here we go as the Spartacats get ready to take on Rochester. Once again, this will be the fifth meeting the Spartacats have had with the Rochester Mustangs this season. So far, 1-3 against them. Winning the last matchup 3-1 in the Rochester Tournament Championship. Rochester will be coming back looking for some revenge. Spartacats looking to secure their spot in the District 8 standings. Yeah.
Yuri really appreciated it. He said how nice his hair looked.
All right.
I did the game last time. He was like, "Did you talk about my hair? You know what?" He's like, "He was looking really good."
Just got very important news. Coach Yuri Bates' hair is looking very nice today. Just wanted to give a shout out to Yuri's hair. Teams will start to pick up pucks as we finish this warm-up session here. We'll get going on the game. Starting lineup for the Spartacats. Bates at center, Robinette and Trisky on the wings. Turvold and Molian back on defense, and then Boyd in net. What goes into the corner. Pass out in front. Ooh. Trisky going after it. Rochester pass behind the net. Pass up ice. Rochester gains the zone. Try to get a pass out front, taken away by Krisky. Puck comes back. Rochester gets control of it, chips it ahead. They'll dump it deep into the Spartacat zone. Turvold will go back to pick it up. Rochester pass back behind the net. Skating around with it. Pass back to the defense. Defense can't hold the line. Pass across, intercepted by Krisky. Krisky gets around to one girl. Fires a shot and she hits the pipe. Puck goes down ice. Icing waved off for Strat, picks it up. Puck stuck on the back of the net. Comes off. Pass out in front. Rochester looking for it. Rochester scoops it up. Drops it back to the defense. Puck picked up by Rochester. Fires a shot. Saved by Boyd. Pass up to Weber. Weber gets it up to Cans. Cans loses it. Rochester goes the other way. Pass intercepted by McCall. McCall gets it back over to Turvold. Turvold skates up ice. Tries to get it up to Weber. Knocked away by Rochester. Rochester passes across. Rochester carries it into the corner. Pass across. Fires a shot, saved by Boyd. Boyd will cover it. Call ties up the Rochester player at the face-off. Puck comes back. Turvold gets it. Brings it up the board to Krisky. Krisky gets it up to McCall. Tips it up to Weber. Or Hubble. Hubble dumps it into the zone. Big collision there around the blue line. Bliss goes down. Turvold picks up the puck. Sends it down ice. We'll have an icing against the Spartacats. Rochester picks it up, takes it into the corner. Skates behind the net. Tries to get a pass out front. Puck goes up to the defense. Pass comes up to Krisky. Krisky pass over to Robinette. Robinette gains the zone. Sends the puck towards the net. Rochester picks up, carries it into the corner. Pass taken away by Weber. Bates battling for it. Rochester comes away with it. Can't make the pass. The Strat gets it up to Robinette. Robinette. Pass over to Weber. Weber has it knocked away. Bates going after it. Puck goes down into the Spartacats corner. Moline picks it up behind the net. Versus direction. Strat up to Weber. Weber pass up to just too far for Robinette. And it'll be an icing against the Spartacats. Rochester fires a shot, saved by Boyd. Shot just wide of the net. Rochester picks it up behind the net. Skating around with it. Sends it back into the corner. Pass out in front. Shot saved by Boyd. We'll have a whistle here with 9:19 remaining in the first period. Still tied 0-0. Rochester sends it up low, below the red line. Weber picks it up. Weber pass up to Cans. Taken away by Rochester. Cans going after it. Rochester. Pass just too far. Icing waved off. Verstrat picks it up behind the net. Tries to get a pass out to the winger. Nelson comes away with it. Gets a pass to Cans. Cans skating down. Has Weber at the center. Cans knocks the pass away. Steals the puck. Tries to get the pass back to Verstrat. Taken away by Rochester and sent down ice. Moline picks it up. Rochester has it, skating around the neutral zone. Gets a pass up and they'll dump it into the corner. Moline picks it up, fires it up to Weber. Weber can't control it. Rochester regains possession. Puck comes back to the defense, skates out front, fires a shot, saved by Boyd. Moline picks it up in the corner. Gets it up to Weber. Weber sends it up ice. And it'll be blown icing on the Spartacats. 7:32 remaining in the first period here. Puck comes back to the defense. Bliss fires it down ice. And another icing against the Spartacats. Puck comes back to Walker. Walker gets it up to Robinette. Robinette pass over to Krisky. Krisky loses the puck. Rochester comes away with it. Krisky steals it back. Battle along the boards. Puck comes back to Walker. Gets up to Robinette. Puck goes down. Rochester skates behind the net. Gets the puck up to the winger. Rochester breaks out of the zone. Cross through the neutral zone. Tries to get a pass out front. Puck is covered by Boyd. 6:35 left in the first period here. Bates comes on to take the draw. Thurvold knocks the shot away. Krisky picks it up. Krisky tries to get it up to Robinette, but it's knocked away by Rochester. Rochester loses the puck. Moline clears it. Shot blocked by Krisky. Krisky gets the puck up to Robinette. Robinette chips it into the zone. She'll head for a change. Bates goes after it. Bates in the corner. Puck comes out. Rochester coming down. Kept wide by Moline. Pass out in front. Can't find it. Puck in front of the net. Knocked away by Thurvold. Weber pass up to Cans. Cans goes down. Rochester picks it up. Rochester across the blue line. Across the middle. Fires a shot. Saved by Boyd. Rebound saved. Another shot. Knocked wide of the net. Cans and Thurvold on the boards battling for it. Rochester comes away with it. Pass in front, sent wide by Moline. Weber picks up the puck. Weber skates it. Weber pass out in front for Cans. Can't get a stick on it. Rochester picks it up in the corner. They bring it around the boards. And it will be covered by Rochester. Paul picks it up in the corner. Tries to get it out to Walker. Intercepted by Rochester. Rochester skating down. Pass out in front. Knocked away by Verstrat. Rochester picks up. Pass out in front. Fires a shot. Saved by Boyd. Another shot. Puck stuck behind the net. Rochester picks it up. Cuts towards the middle. Fires another shot. Saved by Boyd. Krisky battling for it. Rochester has it in the corner. Pass behind the net. Giving Yo back. Pass out in front. Fires a shot. Shot goes wide. Rochester controlling the puck here. Spartacats trying to gain possession. Hubble gets it. Hubble tries skating through two girls. Pass goes up, taken away by Rochester. Rochester heads for a change. Verstrat picks it up behind her net. It's a pass up to Bates. Bates gains his own via shot, blocked by Rochester. Turvo picks it up, tries to pass over to Krisky, but Krisky was heading to the bench. Weber battling for it. Turvo comes away with it. Rochester takes possession. Rochester pass back behind the net. Tries to get it up to the defense. Knocked away by Robinette. Bliss has it. Bliss pass it to Weber. Weber can't control it. Weber pass up to Robinette. Rochester comes away with it. They'll dump it behind the net. Turvold going after it. Rochester pass out in front. Can't blitz on the shot. Weber tries to get it up to Cams. Cams tries to chip it ahead. Rochester comes away with it. Rochester skating around. Can't find a pass out in front. Rochester regains possession, skating around. Weber gets it. Rochester gets possession back. Rochester defense has it. Skates towards the net, fires a shot. Puck goes wide of the net. Rochester has it in the corner. Cycling pass. Turvo gets the puck, loses it. Rochester gets it back. Battle in the corner. Weber trying to get it. Pass out in front. Rochester can't get a shot off. Cycle pass low. Rochester moving the puck really well. Weber chips it out into the neutral zone. Bliss going after the puck. Picks it up in the corner. Rochester gains the blue line. Fires a shot, saved by Boyd. Rochester passing behind the net. Pass out in front. Knocked away by Nelson. Nelson sends it into the neutral zone. That'll bring us to the end of the first period. Score still 0-0. Shots through the first period, 11-1 in favor of Rochester. Boyd and the Spartacat defense have been able to hold strong, still haven't allowed a goal. Rochester has controlled the puck most of that period. A lot of offensive zone time for the Mustangs. McCall takes the draw. Chips it ahead. Rochester comes away with it. Tries to get a pass up. Knocked away by Moline. Rochester's defense has it. Skating up. Kept wide by Moline. Able to get a pass off. Rochester sends it back to the defense. Fires a shot. Blocked by Krisky. Spartacats not able to get the puck out of the zone. Hubble gets it up to McCall. McCall skates to the net, left open, fires a shot, saved by Rochester. Rochester gets a pass up. Rochester pass across. Shot blocked. Puck goes down behind the net. Krisky picks it up. Krisky tries to get up to Robinette, knocked away by Rochester. Fires a shot. Covered by Boyd. We'll have a whistle with 12:33 left in the second period. Still scoreless as Bates comes on to take the draw. Puck comes back. Rochester's defense fires a shot. Puck goes wide. Rochester regains possession. They'll dump it in the corner. Bates picks it up. Bates cuts up ice, loses it. Puck goes in front of Boyd. Boyd knocks it in the corner. Rochester able to hold the zone. Walker can't get it up to Weber. Rochester able to hold the zone. Bates goes into the corner, pick up the puck. Pass up to Robinette. Spartacats able to get it into neutral ice. Bliss, pass up to Robinette. Mustangs able to get it back into the Spartacats zone. Walker picks it up, pass it to Weber. Weber looking for a pass up to Bates, can't find it. Rochester looks to regroup. Pass in center of the ice. Tries to get a pass out front, knocked away by Bates. Bates picks it up. Bates passes to Cans. Cans cuts back. She'll send it into the zone. Loose puck. Bates gets the rebound. Oh, saved by Rochester. Comes back. Turvold fires a shot. Tipped by Cans. Puck goes wide of the net. Cans picks it up. Pass back to Turvold. Turvold fires a shot. Sent away by Rochester. Rochester sends it up ice. Long ice pass picked up by Rochester. Tries to get a pass out in front. Knocked away by Moline. Fires a shot, saved by Boyd. Moline gets it up to Krisky. Nelson able to chip it ahead. Rochester holds the zone, gets it up, skates in front of the net, fires a shot. Glove saved by Boyd. Rochester wins the face-off, gets it back. Shot tipped by Krisky. Verstrat picks it up. Walker forces it wide, pass out in front, gets it back to the defense, fires a shot, saved by Boyd. Nelson gets the puck, tries to get a pass to Krisky. Krisky trying to chip it ahead, puck comes back to the defense. Rochester sends it down low, pass behind the net, pass back to Rochester defense. Puck knocked away by Cans. Krisky going after it. Nelson picks it up, gains the zone. Rochester skates around the net, forced off by Cans. Verstrat picks it up, fires a shot, saved by Rochester. Herbold holds the line, chips it in the corner. Krisky tries to get a pass out to Cans, can't find her. Mustangs pick it up, pass it in the neutral zone, across the blue line. Rochester looking for a pass, McCall takes it away. Hobel sends it into the zone. Rochester picks it up, pass behind the net. Turvold knocks the pass away, sends it back into the corner. Hubble goes after it. Weber able to knock it away. Rochester sends it down the ice. Turvold picks it up before. Rochester picks up the puck, skates it behind their own net. Bliss tries to get a pass up, taken away by Rochester. Rochester skates up. Tries to get a pass out in front. Can't get it. Rochester unable to hold the zone. Bates goes after it. Rochester sends it up ice, and it'll be icing against the Mustangs. 7:26 left in the second period. The Strat fires a shot, tipped just wide of the net. Cans picks it up. Cans gets it back to Nelson. Nelson pass back to the Strat. The Strat's shot stopped by Rochester. Rochester skates it the other way. Brings it into the corner, takes it around the net. Cuts up ice, pass back to the defense. Pass across the blue line. Rochester fires a shot, goes wide. They pick it up again. Cut into the corner, skating around with it, looking for a pass. Pass into the corner. Rochester gets towards the net, fires a shot, puck goes wide of the net. Weber sends it up ice, icing waved off. Rochester picks it up in the corner. Nelson had it. Oh! Nelson intercepted a pass and had a great opportunity there, but good stop by the Rochester goalie. 6:22 left in the second period. McCall takes the draw. The Strat comes in, pinches, able to hold the line. Rochester pass out in the neutral zone. Rochester pass off the boards. Mustang skates it around behind the net, pass out to the defense. Defense skates it in, fires a shot. Can't get it to the net. Hubble picks it up. Hubble skates, cuts back, tries to get it up to Krisky, and it'll be offsides against the Spartacats. Bliss, pass over to Krisky. Krisky dumps it in the zone. Bates goes after it. Rochester able to clear it. Walker goes back, looks to regroup. Tries to get it up to Krisky. Goes back to Rochester defense. Pass. Knocked away by Bates. Bates picks it up in the corner. Turns up ice. Looking for a pass. Tries to get it up to Robinette. Looked like it was tipped, but refs call icing all against the Spartacats. Walker knocks somebody down, and it'll be a penalty against the Spartacats. Walker will head into the box for 2 minutes for a cross check. Spartacats will head to the PK. Penalty kill for the Spartacats. Bates at center. Weber on the wing. Moline and Turvold on defense. Rochester passing it behind the net. Spartacats forcing Rochester to keep it to the outside. Puck goes up. Bates tries to get it out. Rochester able to hold the zone. Rochester skating around. Pass behind the net. Picks up in the corner. Pass back to the defense. Pass back down low. Moline able to clear the zone. Weber pass out to the neutral zone. Rochester picks it up. Pass back to the defense. The defense skates in. Pass out in front, taken away by Bates. And Bates sends it up ice. Icing waved off. Weber goes after it. Rochester turns up ice. Pass taken away by Turvold. Pass back to the defense. Defense looking. Pass across. Fires a shot. Tip. Ooh. Rochester pass back behind the net. Pass out in front. Nobody there. 10 seconds left on the penalty kill. Walker comes back onto the ice. Spartacats full strength. Great penalty kill there. Puck comes out. Ooh, they tried to get it up to cans, but it was taken away by Rochester. Rochester tries to go back to the middle. Puck knocked away. Puck goes behind the net. Moline picks it up. Moline's pass knocked off the boards by the ref. Rochester picks it up again. Rochester play goes down. Bates sends it in the neutral ice. Rochester retreats all the way back to their own zone. Looks to regroup. Nelson knocks it away. Krisky battling for it. Walker picks it up. Walker sends it up ice. It'll be an icing against the Spartacats with 2:04 left in the second period. Still 0-0. Nelson takes the draw, gets it up to Krisky. Krisky chips it out into the neutral zone. Rochester picks it up in their own zone, skates behind the net, looking for an option. Puck is out. Walker unable to hold the zone. Walker picks it up, looks to regroup. Gets a pass up to Kriske. Kriske tips it into the Rochester zone. Kriske can't get it around the net. And Rochester sends it down the ice. It'll be icing against the Mustangs. .123 left in the second period. Rochester rings it around. Puck comes back to Bliss. Bliss holds the line. Puck comes back. Turvold looks to regroup. Pass up to Kriske. Fires a shot. Ooh, just goes wide of the net. Rochester picks it up. Rochester passing in the neutral zone. Coming in with speed. Turvold keeps it wide. Pass out in front. Can't get a shot off. Turvold picks it up. Turvold coming down. 2-on-2. Oh, tries to get a drop pass back to Kriske. Kriske pass back to Nelson. Nelson fires a shot. Saved. Puck comes up. Nelson holds the zone. Tries to get it up. Rochester picks it up. Trips it ahead. Rochester forced off the puck by Nelson. Turvold picks it up. Gets in the neutral zone. And that'll bring us to the end of the second period. Still tied at 0. Shots that period, 4 for the Spartacats and 4 for the Mustangs. 2 period totals, 5 shots for the Spartacats and 15 for Rochester. There wasn't a shot on goal after about 7 minutes left in that period for either team. So both teams keeping the puck to the outside, not allowing a lot of scoring opportunities. We're still tied 0-0 here. Rochester picks it up. Pass out in front, knocked away by Moline. Weber takes it. Rochester skating around. Up wide by Verstrat. Weber intercepts it. Oh, puck just came out of the blue line, and it'll be offsides against the Spartacats. Weber passes up ahead. Rochester takes away. Rochester skates through two girls. Knocked away by Verstrat. Weber can't get it out of the zone. Rochester picks it up in the corner. Passing it around. Weber picks it up. Weber pass across. Ooh, Hubble can't control it. Puts us in the corner. Hubble pass out in front. Oh, Weber had a great opportunity there. Puck comes back. The Strat chips it up. Rochester pulls it in. The Strat pass back to Weber. Puck comes out. Weber picks up the puck, skates it through the neutral zone. Leaves a drop pass for Bates. Bates fires a shot. Covered by Rochester. 12:19 left in the third period. Still tied 0-0. Bates spins it back to Bliss. Bliss fires a shot. Oh, Bates on the rebound. Oh, and it's covered by Rochester. Spartacats have been close a couple times here in this third period. Ooh, Risky with another shot off the face-off, covered by Rochester. Bates picks up the puck. Walker picks up the puck. Tries to get it up to Bates. Bates chips it up in the neutral zone. Terry able to hold the line. Krisky skating around with it. Krisky knocked down the well, but tripping penalty against Rochester. Spartacats will go on the power play for 2 minutes here. 11:37 left in the third period. Turvold picks it up. Turvold skating around with it. Skates towards the net. Shoots a shot. Oh, Weber fires another shot. Covered by Rochester. Nelson with the draw. Rochester attempts to clear it. Battle on the sideboards. Puck goes in. Nelson picks it up. Nelson pass back to Cans. Cans gets it back to Turvold. Turvold tries to get a shot off. Rochester picks it up. Rochester pass across. One-on-one. Moline. Weber with a good back check. Moline gets it, able to clear it. Rochester cuts up ice. Weber knocks it away. Weber skating down one-on-one. Oh, pass over to Cans, intercepted. Rochester sends it down the ice, and it'll be icing against the Mustangs. 1:01 left in the power play for the Spartacats. 10:37 left in the period. Rochester skates up ice. Gains the zone. Puck knocked away by Hubble. Walker. Christie knocks it away. Christie coming down. 2-on-1. Has Hubble. Fires a shot. Save. Oh! Hubble was there for the rebound. Rochester sends it down the ice. They pick it up just as it crosses the goal line. Icing waved off. The call picks up. Call pass out into the neutral zone. Rochester looks to regroup. Chips it off the boards. Puck picks up in the corner. Rochester full strength. Here's Strat. Picks up the puck in the corner. Chips it up off the glass. Call able to clear it. Rochester looks to regroup. Christie knocks the puck away. Christie coming in 1-on-1. Pass back to Verstrat. Verstrat can't control it. Rochester comes back down 2-on-1. Puck knocked away by Turvold. Rochester picks it back up and pass across. They score on the empty net. Wasn't anything Boyd could do there. They were coming down 2-0. Rochester goes up 1-0 with 9:03 left in the third period. Robinette dumps the puck in. Puck goes on net. Will be covered by Rochester. Bliss fires a shot, blocked by Rochester. Rochester coming back, pass across, off the skate. Rochester, puck comes back into the neutral zone, looks to regroup. Turvold can't clear the puck. Bates. Puck comes back to Turvold. Turvold cuts around one girl. Pass up to Robinette. Robinette can't get it. Puck goes behind the Rochester net. Rochester picks it up. Cans takes it. Cans dumps it into the zone. Spartacats head for a line change. Picked up by Nelson. Nelson pass back to Moline. Moline passes to Nelson. Nelson chips in the head. Bliss with the puck now. Skates behind the net. Weber battling in the corner. Weber comes away with the puck. Weber skates up. Weber cuts around one girl. Fires a shot. Covered by Rochester. .7:22 left in the third. Nelson wins the draw. Weber gets it. Pass back to Nelson. Nelson fires a shot and it's covered by Rochester. Nelson wins it back to Verstrat. Verstrat has it. Fires it ahead. Blocked. Fires another shot. Goes wide of the net. Moline going after it. Moline able to hold the line. Rochester sends it down ice. Rochester takes it away from Verstrat. Rochester skating around, pass out in front. Spartacats might have been lucky to get away from it without a penalty there. Verstrat's stick got caught up in Rochester's legs. Moline picks it up, tries to get it up to Weber. Rochester able to hold the puck into the zone. Verstrat takes it. Rochester takes it away. Rochester knocked off the puck. Battle in the corner. Rochester comes away with it. Comes towards the net. Turns up ice, fires, puck goes high. Rochester pass intercepted by Nelson. Nelson skating down ice. Nelson dumps it in behind the net. Spartacats head for a line change. Walker dumps it into the zone. Krisky was offsides, and we'll have a whistle here with 5:38 left in the third period. Rochester coming down. Puck knocked away by Walker. Rochester pass back to the defense. Can't get a pass. Defense dumps it in. Rochester holds the zone. They'll dump it back behind the net. Chris gets it in the corner. Rochester takes it. Fires a shot. Puck goes high to the net. Rochester picks it up in the corner. Walker battling for it. Pass intercepted by Krisky. Krisky chips it out in the neutral zone. Rochester pass across, looking to regroup. Walker picks it up. Walker pass up to Robinette. Robinette across the red line. 4 minutes left in the game. Rochester still leads 1-0. Turvold clears the puck out. Rochester gains the zone. Puck knocked away by Turvold. Shot saved by Boyd. Robinette picks it up. Robinette passes to Bates. Bates has it taken away by Rochester. Robinette steals it. Robinette passes it to Krisky. Krisky fires a shot. Rochester's goalie knocks it away with their head. Rochester takes it up through the neutral zone. They'll dump it into the zone. Bowling back to pick it up. 3 minutes left. Rochester skating with it. Skates up through the neutral zone. Has a puck knocked away. Rochester passing the puck around. Puck sent towards the net. Rochester turns, fires. Puck's tipped wide of the net. Nelson chips it up. Ooh, can't get it to Cans. Rochester's defense holds the line. Turvold passes to Cans. Cans passes to Weber. Weber has it in a one-on-one. Ooh, has it knocked away by Rochester. Puck comes back up to Weber. Puck comes out of the zone. Rochester looks to regroup. Rochester looking for a penalty. Rochester pass. DDD fires a shot. Blocked by Nelson. Another shot. Covered by Boyd. Puck is up to Hubble. Hubble trying to get it out. 1:15 left in the period. Rochester takes it back, sends it into the zone. Walker has the puck behind the net. Sends it up to Hubble. Hubble can't get it out. 55 seconds left. Puck sent towards the net. Picked up by Boyd. 45 seconds remaining in the period. Spartacats likely to pull their goalie if they can get the puck out of the zone. Weber can't get it out of the zone. Rochester holds the line. 30 seconds left. Verstrat chips it ahead. Robinette able to clear the zone. And Bates has her stick tied up and she'll head to the box. There's 18 seconds left in the period. Spartacats will head to the PK for the last 8 seconds of the game. Only kill a unit for the Spartacats. Weber and Cans are forwards. Bliss and Turbo defense. Spartacats tie her up. Rochester comes in, fires a shot through Boyd's legs. 10 seconds left in the game. Rochester goes up 2-0. Hands picks up the puck, fires a shot, saved by Rochester, and that'll bring us to the final buzzer. Spartacats fall in a hard-fought game, 2-0 to Rochester. Overall, great game. Final shots, 10 in that period for the Spartacats for a final shot total of 15. Only 4 for the Spartacats, or for the Mustangs for a final shot total of 19. Spartacats fall 2-0 in a hard-fought